Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a hilarious one for you today. So, Peter Doocy rips into Karine Jean-Pierre with facts and statements from Joe Biden. She gets irritated. She starts screaming, flailing her arms, kind of like I do sometimes, and then closes her binder and runs away. And we're about to watch that video. But really quickly, ladies and gentlemen, I got to give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's video and the channel overall, and that is VERITY Metals. It is a Christian family-owned gold, silver, and precious metal IRA firm, and they protect your money from Kamalanomics, and that is high inflation, high gas prices, bank runs, collapse of the dollar, and BRICS building a brand new currency to take down the dollar. They protect your IRAs, 401ks, your cash, and your retirement savings. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is just another form of currency in your hand. It is the constitutional currency. It is the biblical currency, and it is the oldest currency in the world. I recommend American Silver Eagles or Golden Eagles. Go to veritymetals.com or call my good friend Matthew, the owner of Verity Metals, at 480-717-9081. Tell them Vlad sent you. He's got a bunch of deals going on this month. He's got freebies, get free silver on qualifying orders. Links down below in the description. Let's get right into this.
On this issue of funding, the administration has money.
They're talking about funding after the hurricane for people in North Carolina
To send to Lebanon without Congress coming back. But Congress does have to come back to approve money to send to people in North Carolina. Do I have that right?
Here's what I'm going to be very clear about. The president and the vice president has had a robust whole of government response to this. Hundreds of millions of dollars. I said it at the top, more than $200 million that we have directly put towards survivors here for disaster help. And that's because of this president's commitment to make sure that we are there for communities that are.
So Joe Biden has sent a bunch of money to Lebanon, to people in the Gaza Strip, to Israel, to Ukraine, without needing the approval of Congress or Senate. But to help our fellow Americans, he says, Congress, I can't do it without Congress.
Are impacted. We take this very seriously again. We take this very seriously. And
again, just like Kamala, she's giving us a word salad. By the way, what is she wearing? That suit is at least 8.5 to 9 sizes too big. Looks like she stole maybe Trump's suit or something.
And before
look at
the hurricane hit, we positioned more than 1,500 federal folks on the ground to help. And so we have made sure that every state has gotten their storm requested emergency declaration. They requested it, and we made sure they received it. We've taken this very seriously. More than $200 million that we have provided to the impacted areas. But instead, people want to do disinformation, misinformation, which is dangerous, because then when folks on the ground hear that, they may not want to ask for the help that they need. That is there for them. That's our focus here.
Ukraine, Lebanon, Palestine, Israel, nobody needs to ask. We just give you money, you get money, everyone gets a lot of money. But when it's your own citizens, you're going to discourage them from asking for their $750 after they lost everything. Screw you, Karine Jean-Pierre. Screw Kamala. Screw Biden. Screw the Democrats. There you go. I said it. Sue me.
President Biden is fond of saying, show me your budget and I will tell you what you value. If he's got money for people in Lebanon right now, without Congress having to come back, what does it say about his values? There's not enough money right now for people in North Carolina who need it. That's not misinformation.
Wait, no, that is your whole premise of the question is misinformation, sir. What you do? Yes, it's misinformation.
Is there money to send to Lebanon right now?
I just mentioned to you that we provided more than $200 million to folks who are impacted in the area.
But Ukraine got $250 billion in the last year and a half.
And I just shared with you that people are deciding not to. People are deciding not to
President
Not-
Biden sent a
wait.
letter to Congress that there's not enough money to help people
We're
in North
talking
Carolina.
about the SBA disaster loan.
That's
Yes.
money for people in North Carolina.
And that's important. And people in North Carolina need that. Wait, this is nothing new. Peter, this is nothing new. Congress comes together, they provide money, millions of dollars.
The president is the executive branch. He's got executive privileges and powers, especially when his own people need them.
For disaster relief. We're asking them to do the job that they have been doing for some time.
From a letter that President
They're
Biden
doing
sent to
for
Johnson,
some
McConnell,
time.
Schumer, and Jeffries. The president's letter is not misinformation. Would you agree?
No, the way you're asking me the question is misinformation.
Oh, I agree.
There is money that we are allocating to the impacted areas, and there's money there to help people who truly need it. There are survivors who need the funding,
You can't
And
call a
it's
question
there.
that you don't like misinformation.
I said
That's
that,
very
I actually said we have the money available to help
Mm.
survivors of Hurricane Helene and also Hurricane Milton. Now, there's going to be a shortfall, right? Because we don't know how bad Hurricane Milton is going to be. And so we're going to need additional funding.
That's exactly what I just asked about. And you said it was
No.
misinformation.
What
Yes.
you're asking me is why Congress needs to come back and do their job. That's what you're asking me. Congress needs to come back and do their job and provide extra assistance, extra funding to disaster relief fund. That's what Congress needs to do. And we're going to continue to urge that. You may not want that, but that's okay. That's what this president wants. And that's what the vice president wants. Thanks, everybody.
Now, here's what I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. When Zelensky came to the United States begging like the money whore that he is, begging for more money less than 2 weeks ago, Congress did not need to pass $8.5 billion. Joe Biden used his executive privileges to just sign a big check to him. Congress didn't need to step in. He just gave it to them. But to the people of North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, they don't get nothing. Congress needs to come back and do their job. There are literal American unalive bodies in trees and trenches, under bridges. Congress needs to come back and do their job. Zelensky shows up, licks a boot, gets $8.5 billion on top of the $250 billion he already got. Is there a new Bugatti coming out? Because we know his wife bought a $6 million Bugatti about 4 months ago. Or does he need, like, what is this, house number 14? He mic dropped her. He destroyed her with facts. But this is the stuff that irritates me about globalists who do not put their country first, who do not put their people first. It's like being a father, a husband and a father. A hurricane comes through, and instead of helping your own wife and children, you go help others first. Yes, we worry about others. We pray for others. We send help for others, but not when it's taking from our own. Not at the price of my children. Ladies and gentlemen, God willing, and with our too big to rig vote plan, go out and vote early, we won't have to put up with this garbage anymore. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Trump 2024.